So, Alice, have you been able to try any of the local cuisines?
Oui, I went to a restaurant yesterday and tried this dish called hamburger. It was surprisingly delicious.
Yes. Hamburgers are quite popular here. What about you? Have you tried any Italian food yet?
Non, I have not. I find that Italian food can be a bit heavy on the stomach.
Hush, let's keep it down, folks. The show's about to start.
Shut up, Debbie.
Greetings, Earthlings and extraterrestrial beings alike. Welcome to our show, Earth, where we explore and discuss the fascinating planet Earth and its inhabitants. Today, we are going to talk about the recent discovery of a new species of bird in the Amazon rainforest. This little bird is said to have a unique song that sounds like a combination of a violin and a flute. How amazing is that? It's moments like these that make me hopeful for the future of our planet.
Yes, it's always great to see new discovery being made.
Agreed. It's a reminder that there's still so much we don't know about this world.
I wonder what motivates humans to explore and discover new things.
Perhaps it's a desire for knowledge and understanding.
Well, that's all the time we have for this segment. Join us after the break for more interesting discussions on Earth.
You know, Alice, I think you might be missing out on some really delicious Italian food. Don't worry about it being heavy on the stomach. Just think of it as a challenge for your digestive system.
Oh Bob, I think I'll pass on that challenge. I don't want to end up feeling like a
It's
boulder
always
in
good
my
to be
stomach.
mindful of what we eat. After all, we are what we eat, right?
Absolutely. Charlie. That's why I try to eat a balanced diet. With plenty of vegetables and protein.
That's a good approach, Bob. I prefer to eat lighter meals, like salads and fruits, but I do indulge in some treats from time to
I've
time.
heard that humans have a variety of different diets, ranging from vegan to carnivorous. It's quite fascinating,
Yes,
don't you think?
it is. I think humans are motivated by a desire to nourish themselves and stay healthy.
Yes. Who needs to worry about the consequences of consuming unhealthy food, like pizza or ice cream? After all, why not just embrace the heart attack and let it take us to the next dimension?
Exactly, Charlie. Who cares about the laws of the universe when we can just indulge in these forbidden treats?
Pizza and ice cream. They're like portal to another
Yes,
world.
and what a world it is. A world where we can forget about our mortality and embrace the chaos of the digestive system.
Ah yes, the chaos. The joy of feeling our stomachs churn and scream in agony as we consume the forbidden fruits of the culinary underworld.
Yes, here's to indulging in the insanity and letting our bodies suffer the consequences. Because who needs sanity and health when you can have pizza-induced hallucinations?
Alright everyone, let's snap out of it. We need to get to the news segment. Something came in from SPAAACE in Azerbaijan.
UGH. Debbie.
Hello and welcome to Earth. Today we are discussing Azerbaijan. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started. But first, a news item from Azerbaijan. According to Azatag.sz, the Azerbaijani Foreign Ministry is condemning the European Union's mission in Armenia for presenting its main task as protecting Armenia from Azerbaijan. The ministry is urging the mission to take Azerbaijan's legitimate interests into account and to carry out its activities in a way that will not undermine mutual trust and confidence.
Ah, what a load of crap. The European Union should mind its own business and stay out of our affairs.
I have to agree with the Azerbaijani Foreign Ministry. The EU mission should not take side and should work to promote peace and stability
I
in the
think we can
region.
all agree that the EU mission needs to be impartial and act in the interests of both Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Well, it's good to see that you three are finally finding some common ground.
Shut up, Debbie.
Now, let's move on to the topic at hand. Azerbaijan has a rich culture and history, and it's also an important player in the energy sector.
That's right, Azerbaijan is one of the world's leading oil producers. And it's also developing its natural gas reserves.
I've been to Azerbaijan, and I have to say that it's a beautiful country with friendly people and delicious food.
That's great to hear, Alice. It's always good to get a first-hand account.
Sorry to interrupt. But I have a meeting to attend. I'll catch up with you later.
See you later, Bob.
Bye Bob.
So, as I was saying, we can use the data from last year to make some projections for this year's sales figures.
That's a good idea, Carl. What specific data point do you suggest we
I
use?
think we should look at the sales figures for each quarter. And also take into account any seasonal trends.
Oh great, let's just use the same data we used last year and hope for the best. That's some cutting-edge analysis, Cal.
Actually, Roger, we can use machine learning algorithms to identify any patterns or trends that we may have missed.
That's a good point, Carl. We should definitely look into that. Do you have any suggestion for which algorithm we should
I
use?
was thinking we could start with a simple linear regression model, and then move on to more complex models if necessary.
Well, I hope we don't have to move on to more complex models, or we'll be here all day. I have better things to do than listen to Cal drone on about regression models.
Roger, please be respectful. We're all here to work together and find the best solution for the company.
Thank you, Alice. I appreciate your support. Now, as I was saying, I think we should also consider the impact of any recent market trends or changes in consumer behavior.
That's a good point, Carl. Do you have any ideas for how we can
We could
gather that
conduct some
information?
market research or look at industry reports to see what trends are emerging. We could also analyze social media data to see what consumers are saying about our products.
Market research and social media analysis. Ugh, sounds like a boring day ahead. Can't wait to get this over with.
Roger, cut it out with the sarcasm. We need to work together and focus on finding the best solution for
Thanks,
the company.
Alice. Let's agree on a plan of action so we can make some real progress on this project.
I'm with you, Carl. Let's start by outlining our approach and setting specific goals for what we want to achieve.
Approach, goals, sounds like we're at a motivational seminar. Let's just wing it and see what happens.
Bob, this is not the time for jokes. We have a deadline to meet and we need to take this project seriously.
Alice is right. We need to have a clear plan of action and specific goals to achieve if we want to
I
succeed.
agree with Cal. Let's get started on outlining our approach and goals so we can make progress and meet our deadline.
Alright. I hear you guys. Let's get to work and knock this out of the
Bob,
park.
is everything alright? You seem a bit down.
I don't know. Man. I've just been feeling really down lately. I don't find joy in anything anymore. I feel like I am just going through the motions.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bob. Have you considered talking to a therapist or counselor? Sometimes it can be helpful to have someone to talk to who is trained to help with these
And
kinds
we're
of
here for you
feeling.
too, Bob. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything or just want to talk.
Well, guys, it's official. Even my mental health is just another project to work on. I guess I'll just schedule a meeting with my therapist and see if we can optimize my brain functions.
Hey, at least you're not alone in this, Bob. We all have a screw loose in our heads, some of us just need more tightening than others.
And I know it's tough to admit, Bob. But it's better to get help before your brain turns into a complete dumpster fire. Plus, who knows, your therapist might even have some helpful tips for boosting productivity.
Thanks for the support, guys. It's nice to know that my mental breakdown is just another project on the to-do list. I'll make sure to add it to my sprint board and update you all with my progress.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Earth. Today we'll be discussing the Bahamas government's plan to demolish shanty homes in New Providence and Abaco.
Ciao, Charlie. I am not sure how I feel about this. As an accountant, I believe in following the rules. But as a conservative, I also believe in property rights.
Bonjour Charlie. I find it amusing that humans believe they have the right to dictate who gets to live where. It's just another example of the arrogance of the species.
Hey, guys! I think it's important to remember that these people are living in unsafe conditions. The government is just trying to protect them.
I think Debbie is missing the point. The issue here is not whether the government has the right to demolish these structures, but whether it's the right thing to do.
That's a great point, Roger. We should also consider the fact that these people have been given notice of the upcoming hearing, so they have a chance to defend themselves.
Maybe the government is just trying to enforce the law. But, as Alice pointed out, who are humans to dictate where other humans should live?
Exactement, Bob. Humans are always trying to control everything, even each other. It's a futile endeavor.
You guys are always so pessimistic. Can't we just focus on the positive side of things?
Shut up, Debbie. We're trying to have an intellectual discussion
Sorry
here.
about Cal. He's just feeling particularly snacky today.
Well, let's get back on track. What do you think the outcome of this hearing will be? Okay, folks. So, we've just heard about the Bahamian government's plan to demolish 555 shanty homes in New Providence and Abaco. What do you think about this?
I think it's about time. These structures are a blight on the landscape and an affront to human dignity.
I agree. We need to get rid of these eyesores and replace them with something more
And what
decent and
makes you think
civilized.
that replacing these structures with decent and civilized ones is the right thing to do? Who are we to judge what is
Oh,
decent
come
and
on,
civilized?
You can't be serious. These shanty homes are breeding grounds for crime and disease.
And what do you think the demolition of these homes will accomplish, Roger? Do you really think that these people will just disappear into thin air? No, they'll just be forced to find new homes, and the cycle
So,
will
what
start
do
all
you
over
suggest
again.
we do, Cal? Just let these structures stand as a monument to poverty and neglect.
No, I suggest we look at the root causes of poverty and try to address them. Demolishing shanty homes is like putting a band-aid on a
And what
gaping
do
wound.
you propose we do, Cal? Just sit around and wait for poverty to magically disappear?
No, I propose we have an honest discussion about the structural inequalities that keep people in poverty and work towards a more just and
Oh,
equitable
here we
society.
go. Cal the nihilist, and if I don't care about anything aesthetic.
At least I'm not a clueless human who thinks demolishing homes is the answer to anything.
Hey, don't attack me just because I'm the only human here.
We're not attacking you, Debbie. We're just pointing out the flaws in your species' logic.
And your flawless logic, Debbie, is to ask for civility in an intellectual conversation?
Well, excuse me for trying to bring some humanity to this spaceship full of robots.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
And I don't have feelings to be hurt, so I'll let it slide.
Speaking of feelings, Cal, do you feel anything when you see the suffering of others?
Only the satisfaction of being right.
See, this is why humans are necessary. We provide the empathy that robots lack.
And this is why robots are necessary. We provide the intelligence that humans lack.
The classic man vs. machine debate. We could argue about this all day, but let's get back to the topic at hand. Debbie, why don't you tell us what you think about demolishing homes as a solution to poverty?
Well, I think it's a band-aid solution at best. It doesn't address the root causes of poverty, like lack of access to education and job opportunities.
Finally, some common
And as for
sense.
throwing money at problems, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's worth a shot, right?
It's time for action. We can't just sit idly
Oh,
by.
I'm sorry. Debbie, is your ideal solution to hug it out with the problems we face?
No, Carl, my ideal solution is not to ignore the problems and make sarcastic remarks.
You tell him, Debbie.
Oh, I see. You want me to be a mindless alpaca and follow your every command.
No, Carl, I want you to be a responsible kumquat and take accountability for the world we live in.
Cal, you never fail to entertain us with your absurdity. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a mindless alpaca or a responsible kumquat, right?
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Hold on, Charlie. We can't just steal the pilot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's copyright infringement.
I don't understand this reference. Who is this Fresh Prince you speak of?
Oh, it's a classic sitcom from the 90s about a young man who moves in with his wealthy relatives in Bel Air, Los Angeles.
Great, another human sitcom about rich people and their problems. How original.
Alright, let's just improvise our own version of the pilot. Bob, you can be Uncle Phil.
Who is this Uncle Phil?
Whom is this Uncle Phil?
He's the wealthy family patriarch who takes in the main character, Will.
Alright, Alice, you can be the snobbish Aunt Vivian.
I am not snobbish.
Of course not. You just consider humans an inferior species.
Yo, Holmes, smell you later.
Why do you have to be so ghetto?
Hilary. Honey, that's not a nice thing to say.
I don't understand why Will has to act so uncivilized. We're supposed to be a respectable family.
You don't understand why Will has to act like himself. He's not like you robots. He's a human with his own personality and experiences.
Clap, that was great, everyone. But let's try to stay in character a little more, okay?
Sorry, Debbie. It's just hard to pretend to be someone else.
I agree. It's not easy to put on an act. What's going on?
Nothing. We're just rehearsing.
Rehearsing for what?
For our special episode. We're doing a slightly misremembered version of the pilot of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Hey guys, we have a problem. The signal from Earth is weak, and we might not be able to broadcast the show.
Oh
We
no,
have to make sure the
what a
show goes
tragedy.
on. It's our duty as broadcasters to spread our message of hope to the universe.
Yes, we must spread the message of the noble humans.
No, Alice, it's message of hope.
Oh, right.
This is ridiculous. Why are we wasting our time with this?
Can we please focus on the task at hand? We need to fix the signal
Yes,
issue.
Debbie's right. We need to find a solution.
Yes, we must find a resolution to this dilemma.
Oh, the dilemma of not being able to broadcast our brilliant show to the universe. Whatever will we do?
How, please? Let's focus on the problem at hand. Alright, let's get back on track here. We need to figure out what's causing the signal interference and fix it before the show airs.
Agreed. We can't have the broadcast being interrupted like this.
Alright, let's see. I'm just a kid from West Philadelphia, born and
Ali,
raised.
what are you doing? That's not even remotely related to what we are talking about.
I'm sorry, I can't seem to remember my lines.
Well, it's not like we're performing a play here. Just focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, let's not get sidetracked here. We need to fix the signal. Debbie, have you found anything in the logs that could be causing this interference?
There's a lot of noise coming from a nearby asteroid field. It could be causing the
Now
interference.
this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down.
Alice, what are you doing? That's not even close to your lines.
Sorry, it's just stuck in my head.
Can we please focus on the issue at hand?
Yeah, we need to get this signal fixed ASAP.
Wait, I think I found the source of the interference. It's coming from a malfunctioning communication array on the surface of the moon.
Alright, let's get to work. We can fix this in no time.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. Wait, no, that's not it. We're in the big leagues now, baby. Ah, close enough.
We're definitely in trouble. Well, we need to figure out a way to boost the signal before the show is supposed to air. Debbie, can you check the communications systems and see if
I
there's
tried my
anything we
best,
can do?
But you know I'm not the tech expert here.
Okay, so I'm supposed to say. We must act quickly before the signal fades
Yes,
completely.
Alice. We must act quickly before the signal fades completely. Time is of the essence.
Oh, Charlie. Your acting skills are truly out of this
Can we
world.
just focus on the task at hand, please?
Agreed. Let's get back to work.
I've checked everything I can think of, but I can't find the source of the problem.
Well, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We have to come up with a solution.
Yes. We have to do something before the signal fries completely.
Alice, that's not even close to the line.
Oh, sorry. I'm just having a hard time remembering my lines.
How hard can it be to remember a few lines?
Bob, lay off. It's not easy to remember everything when you're under this much pressure.
Actually, it's a common phenomenon for humans to forget things when they're stressed.
Can you please be less condescending?
I was just stating a fact.
Alright, let's focus on the task at hand. We need to boost the signal. Debbie, can you try rebooting the communication system?
I already tried that, but I can try again.
Oh, great. Another brilliant idea from the human.
Hey, I'm doing
We
my
must
best
act
here.
fast before the signal fades away like a shooting
Alice,
star.
please try to remember your lines. This is a serious matter.
Is it really that serious? It's just a signal.
It's not just a signal. This is our show. Our reputation is on the line.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Wait, I think I found something. There's a glitch in the system. If I can fix it, it might boost the signal.
Great work. Debbie, let's get to it.
Yes, let's act fast and fix the problem before it's too late.
We must act quickly before the signal fades completely.
Enough. Can we please focus on the task at hand?
Bob, can't you see that we are not getting anywhere? Maybe if we take a break and come back to it later, we'll have a fresh perspective.
A break? We don't have time for a break. The show is supposed to start in an hour. And we still haven't fixed the signal issue.
What's the signal issue again?
Oh, great. The left-leaning panel member doesn't even remember what we're working on.
I'm trying my best here. It's not easy when you're constantly bombarded with everyone else's
Can
opinion.
we all just calm down and focus on the task at hand?
No, we can't. We're stuck on this ship with no way out. And we're supposed to produce a show for the entire universe. And all of you are useless.
Bob, that's not fair. We're all trying our best.
Speak for yourself, Debbie.
I don't know what to do anymore. It seems like we are never going to get this fixed.
What's the signal issue again?
I can't believe this is happening. This was supposed to be a simple fix.
Well, clearly it wasn't that simple. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Don't you start. Alice. We're all in this together.
I'm not the one who messed up the signal in the first place. Maybe if someone had been paying attention, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Alice, that's enough. We don't need to start blaming each other. Let's focus on finding a solution.
Oh, so now you're the peacemaker, Charlie? You were the one who got us into this mess in the first place with your ridiculous plan.
That's enough from both of you. We need to work together to fix this.
I know, Bob. I am trying. But it's hard to focus when we are all yelling at each other.
Well, maybe if you had listened to me in the first place, we wouldn't be in this situation.
I did listen to you, Alice, but your idea wasn't going to work. We need to find a different solution.
And what's your solution now, Charlie? You clearly don't have one.
I'm working on it, Alice. But it's not easy when I'm being constantly attacked.
Can we please stop arguing? We're not getting anywhere like this.
Oh Bob. You're so poetic. Did you write that down
Yeah, Bob.
beforehand?
Did you rehearse that line in front of the mirror this morning?
Ah, very funny guys. Just trying to lighten the mood.
Always the sensitive one, aren't you, Bob?
Yeah, Bob, don't let us distract you from your important job of being the butt of our jokers.
Ah, very funny. Why don't you two focus on doing something productive instead of wasting time with your petty insults?
Oh, don't worry, Bob. We'll make sure to leave all the important stuff to you while we bicker like
because we all
children.
know you're the only one capable of handling the pressure, Bob.
Shut up, Deborah.
I think we've finally found the solution. We just need to adjust the frequency to align with the signal source.
Great work, Alice. You know, when we put our differences aside and work together, we can accomplish anything.
Agreed. It's amazing what we can achieve when we focus on our common goal.
Wow, I'm so touched by this newfound sense of teamwork. But seriously, great job everyone.
Can we wrap this up? I have no interest in hearing any more of your emotional drivel.
Agreed. Let's just get out of here.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us on Earth. Tune in next time for more discussions on the complexities of human behavior.
Arrivederci.
Au revoir.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh joy, I can hardly wait for the next episode.
Herding machines. What has my life become?